What's up, YouTube? I've been hanging in there with the quarantine. I've been trying to keep busy, as usual, doing commissions and so forth. But I've been more slow. I as you know, I don't really upload to YouTube that much. I get kind of anxiety with the camera. Sometimes I tried to record and then I didn't like how I looked, so I didn't really, submit it or anything. And just been keeping busy. I finished maybe just one, I think, since last time I was working on Flick and I finished him, but my mind's blanking on who else I finished. I got a lot of Animal Crossing commissions that I've been working on, and two of them are almost done. One of them is Bob, and one of them is Rosie, which is something I wanted to make to put on sale on Etsy. And a Megamind commission. So, let's see. I'll show you. And, Quill is a Hollow Knight OC commission I'm also working on. So, that's my pile of work in progress. I got to go to a Joann's in New Hampshire, since New Hampshire has different laws than Massachusetts does, and I live near the border of New Hampshire, so I can go to the stores a lot and not be that far. It's still like an hour drive, though. So, yeah. A lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and, I used to plug out plushies all the time, and then COVID-19 hit, and then before that, my mother died. Almost 2 years now. It won't be till October, her anniversary of that, but so I got pretty backed up in commissions and truly try not to take any more. I know I like to please people and keep taking commissions, but I can't keep being unfair to other people that have been waiting, so any source of extra money I would just put on Etsy to sell. Luckily, I still have people that buy from me on there, so once in a while I get keychains that people order from. So I really appreciate the support and the support you want me to keep making videos on here, and I appreciate that too. I don't make live streams anymore. People have once in a while asked me about them, and I just can't anymore. I mean, most of the time people just come and don't say anything, so it's like I'm a TV and they're just have viewers. And as someone who has anxiety, I feel like I'm just put on display, and I feel like I'm more entertained if someone wants to engage in what I'm doing. I don't mind asking questions, even though sometimes people will ask questions about something with sewing and then just leave, and I mean, that's great, and you want just a tip and just want to leave, and I can't stop you. But yeah, I used to have a Picardo site. I had a few followers on there, and then I just kind of stopped, and Picardo noticed me for a little bit, and they had me live streaming for a convention in, I think it was Germany. And then I think Picardo's just really dead now, and once in a while, a few of the artists that I still watch on there will stream, and I'll watch them, but most of the time I'm just lurking and working while I see others work, because I like watching other artists work, and there actually is only one plush artist that I watch. She does amazing artwork with her plushies, and she's very fast, and I think she only focuses on small plushies, like anime mostly, and making those plastic bags that you see the plushie, or has a bunch of pins in it of whatever character you have that you really love. I have 2, well, technically 3, but one of them is still work in progress. I eventually want to make an Inuyasha one. Inuyasha is my most favorite anime of all time, and nothing, even My Hero Academia, will not surpass it. I'm excited, but also not so excited about the new reboot they're doing of Inuyasha with Inuyasha's daughters and Sesshomaru's daughters. Sesshomaru, who did you make love to? I kind of worried to know who, but I hope it's not who we think it is. It's just like Legend of Korra. We didn't really know who was his name. Sokka? Katara's brother. I feel like he kind of got overlooked when Legend of Korra came out. They showed him all buff and beefy and like a few flashbacks, but we never saw him have any children. A lot of people thought he was a lover of Toph, but I don't know. That's another mystery of who Toph's husband was. Getting off topic. But yeah, it could be some random character. I mean, Sesshomaru had past lovers, but they're all dead, so I just hope it's not Ren. That would be really gross. But it's Japan, so sometimes they have different cultures than we do, and I love Japan and anime, but sometimes it's not what people here think is right. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I make sometimes chibis myself because I saw other plush makers making them and making them for these bags, and so I made a Bakugo one and a Guzma, but I ended up selling Guzma, so I'm still gonna make him for myself. But I was kind of inspired to make him because I was going to meet the English voice actor of Bakugo, so I gave it to him for a gift. I was really nervous because I never really met a voice actor before. So when I gave it to him, he just looked at it and then he's like, "Oh, I like the arms. They look beefy," even though it's his grenade arms. I guess it looks like they're just big arms, but they're. So maybe it was a little. Does he like it? Does he hate it? So, but at least I have one for myself, I guess. I tried to sell them Etsy, but I don't think people don't really have much interest in them. So, maybe I'll make them for future conventions. Otherwise, I just have a bunch of fabric that I may or may not ever use. So, either way, I'll make one for myself. And the third, I had a goal to make 3 of them. They were my favorite top male characters that I really like. So I'm still gonna make a Guzma for myself, and then Inuyasha is something I've been wanting to design his fabric. Oh, speaking of that, so I got commissioned by someone who, as you know, I will never get tired of making Undertale plush. I got tired of making My Little Pony plush, but that was because I wasn't really a diehard fan. Undertale is my love. I will never stop loving it. That's why it was in my wedding. These are the bags that I made, and this is the plush I made of Bakugo I was talking about. And this is the one of Sans I made. I am really proud of him. I mean, he first wasn't that great, the first head I made, but, you know, things come when you experience things more and learn from what not to do next time. And so someone came to me wanting me to make pocket-sized papyrus, which Sans will not be complete without his brother. So I designed Papyrus's body to be made to pocket size. It's going to be an interesting thing that I do. Just a few samples, and of course Underfell, because I love Underfell, and the creators pretty much just gave the fandom to the fans. So Underfell and I guess Underswap, people said that the creator gave it to the fans. I'm not 100% sure on that though. But I know Underfell, the creator is fine with it. But I'm happy to see the Underfell creator has come out from lurking, I should say, and show their wonderful art of new things of Underfell, Sands, and Papyrus, and everyone else. And enlighten us more on the fandom, which is really nice. I didn't think they would come out, because, let's be honest, every fandom has their good and bad. And I'm just glad to see them come back. And still be cool with people making profit off their characters, which I greatly appreciate. Which, I try not to do too much Undertale, like, on sale on my Etsy. It's, like, mostly commission, but once in a while I'll throw my Pocket Sands up there. The Pocket Sands that are on my Etsy now are leftovers from conventions, so they're already made. So once they're sold, I won't put them on there again unless they're commissioned. So, and I've collaborated with other artists before, but sometimes, you know, I'd rather just not make something that belongs to someone else and just go on to something more, some other fandom or character, you know. So yeah. I know people want me to make every Undertale alternate universe, and I have my own alternate universe Undertale, which I don't mind making because it's mine. So otherwise, please don't ask me to make other alternate universes, because I won't. Unless commissioned, unless I get... I just don't want to deal with other plush artists. I mean, artists that own alternate universes, because I just want to stick to regular Undertale and Underfell once in a while. I do love Underswap, and Underswap I prefer Papyrus more. Maybe because he has Sans' personality, probably. But, so those are the only two I'm going to make for Pocket Papyrus for now. I don't know if I'm going to make any more, but as for Pocket Omega Flowey, that would be very interesting to do. I would make his TV head and his arms with, you know, fur, and TV head would have embroidery and little claws. But the flower part, I don't think I'll do the back part with the tentacles and stuff, but I don't know, that's... I don't want to get too... You never know, but I don't want to make it look cheap, you know? Because sometimes he's, like... I don't want to make fun of official plush, but sometimes official plush can scream cheap, and... yeah, I don't think anyone really wants cheap looking stuff as she would, you know? But that's on my back burner of things to make, especially for people who have young fans that want plushies from me that like Omega Flowey, because I haven't seen really other artists making him. I've seen a couple here and there that made Omega Flowey plushies, but it's not really, you know, I'm happy people love him like me. I love him. He's awesome. Of course, he scared the crap out of me when I first saw him in the game, but I just made him cuter because I saw a fan artist make him cuter, so I kind of made him... I tried to make him in my style, but still cute, but I don't want to steal anyone's style, but I want to say that I was inspired by another artist to make him cute. So, and Flowey is just he's a little brat underneath. I always loved Flowey as a character, and I like how he's like the evil voice in your head that you just laugh off. Yeah, yep, little friendly pellets, you know. So, so yeah, that's what I've been up to. As you can see, I have a pile of fabric on there. So when I went to New Hampshire yesterday with my husband, I got some fabric for another Animal Crossing character. I have 2 more that I'm making besides Bob and Rosie. I'm going to make Anka, I believe that's how you say her name, and Ketchup. And I'm making another flick. This flick is going to be a little different. There's some things that I want to tweak that I didn't like from my previous flick. I want to eventually make another Marshall because I feel like my first Marshall was not up to par of something I want to and that I'm proud of. I was proud of at the time, and my customer loved it, and that's all I cared about. But as someone who wants to just keep getting better at making plushies, I want to eventually make him to sell like Rosie. Um, Rosie, I'm hoping it gets shipped today. It said it was gonna get shipped, and I've been up all night. So I am a terrible person at sleeping. My sleep schedule is terrible. Um, so I took a nap, and became 3 a.m. and I've been up, and right now it's almost 2:30 p.m. the next day. That's how my schedule is, and sometimes I just keep going until my body's like, take your night medicine, or your anxiety's gonna be bad. But that's how much drive I sometimes have, or in the past. The longest I've stayed up is 2 days, which is not good. The medicine I take helps my nerves and helps me sleep, but it has me sleep a long time, so, but I have a drive to finish things sometimes, and I want to keep working, and I try to, like, make myself work more, but, I also want to take time for my husband and not be sleep deprived and be like, okay, I gotta sleep now, so, I'm waiting to see if the postman comes and brings the package from Spoonflower. And with COVID-19, everything has been taking longer to get delivered, which I totally understand. I don't like the hate that employees get for things taking longer than it should. It's not the employee's fault. Trust me, it's not. They're doing it for safety, but I don't need to lecture anyone for that. So I had to order from Joann's, and I got pickup delivery from Joann's, and that went fine. Some people have waited longer for it, but something I waited long for is Spoonflower. Spoonflower is the website that I showed you that I made the papyrus body. Is the website that I make custom fabric, but usually it does not take 3 weeks for them to just be able to print it out and then send it. So I made 3 custom designs. One of them was that, and the other one was Megamind, which I had to order again because it was too big, and that was my own fault. But sadly, when I first got Megamind, that was before things got slower, so I could have had it, and I could have maybe finished Megamind before then, but, So, the last one is what I'm waiting for, is Rosie and Bob's printed outfits, because I could not for the life of me find them, and I'd rather design them myself than try to find a fabric like it. And there is no fabric like it. You gotta design sometimes things yourself, but the only thing I don't like about doing that is I have to wait for the fabric to come to me. It's custom, so I used to have to order from, I think it was maybe China. I'm not sure what the company was. It was something Art Cow, I think. It had cow in it, but that one took longer because it's international. So this one comes from North Carolina, so it's in America, luckily. So I appreciate international orders, but I rather have it in my own country to make it faster to ship to me. Unless if you're really excited to make a project, that's all. Wow, I've really been long on this one. Usually I'm not that talkative. Sometimes I get talkative when I'm sleep deprived, so. Tomorrow, my husband and I are going to his family's, my mother and mother-in-law's, family is having a little barbecue. And he was going to invite some of his friends, but I think it's just going to be the family. And, they don't want my husband's stepfather getting, sick at all, because he cannot afford to get sick. I mean, no one can really, but especially him. So, and I've been around him, so, and we're obviously social distancing from each other still, but, yeah, doing that tomorrow, and there'll be fireworks and stuff, so, the little well, belated, I guess, Memorial Day, if I can say words. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. I hope it's been educational. I'm sorry for being chatty. I try to do these more, but sometimes I want to have things to talk about and have things to show you, and not be like, oh, just watch me on the camera, you know? Because, yeah. So I hope everyone's keep staying safe, and let's just keep being positive and loving each other, because everyone is going through a hard time right now, and the world is a really screwed up place sometimes, but try to just stay positive, because it will get better. And thank you again for your support.
雪白的脚印，是你昨夜离去。
Yeah, yeah.